This is KussHHH. Welcome to the Stadium Course, TPC Scottsdale in Arizona. It's a masterful blend of challenge and playability designed by the team of Tom Weiskopf and Jay Morrish. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Frank, through the years, there have been some great winners at the Open Championship played at Royal Troon.
Well, just in recent history, remember Mark Kalkoveckia in the playoff with Wayne Grady and Greg Norman. There was also Todd Hamilton when he beat Ernie Els in the 4-hole playoff. And back in 1996, Justin Leonard was to win his Open Championship.
Tom Watson also won an Open Championship here. Tom Weiskopf, his only major, that was 1973. The great Arnold Palmer, Bobby Locke, they all won at Royal Troon. That is a green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first green, but he is by no means in for par yet. A lengthy putt coming up. Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. In the hole, and that'll bring the score to 1 under. Frank, another great example of links golf. It's not a particularly long hole, but there is trouble if you hit it offline.
Yeah, there's a bunker down there at about 280 yards that has to be avoided. Only the long hitters or perhaps the wind behind your back is the reason to take that bunker on.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
And that drops for another birdie. 2 in a row to start the round. Back to the tee box here on hole number 3, and there are a few club selection decisions that come into play on this first shot, Frank.
There is. The reason why, there's a burn that cuts through from the 16th hole all the way across the golf course through the middle of the 3rd. And that stops, or should I say starts, at about 285 yards. That really has to be at the forefront of your mind. I tell you, there's long and long. And that, with a little bit of breeze behind, it's long.
He rode the wind there to payday. He's going to have a good look coming up. Birdie try up next. Frank, this would jumpstart the round. A 3rd straight birdie.
Some good playing.
Well done. Another birdie, and now 3 under par. Rich Lerner back with you here at the 4th hole at Royal. It's a hole, Frank, that offers up a real scoring opportunity, a par 5, first one of the round.
Yeah, it's the last really easy hole you get at this opening start. 3 bunkers, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. But you can easily carry that one on the right, especially with any helping breeze.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. Setting up in the fairway, 200 yards to where that hole is cut. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. These putts keep the round together. Nice solid start to the round. Tee to green looks to be in command.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought he might have been a little shaky out of the gate, but certainly proved me wrong.
That's how you play the game, right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Starting to pile them up. 1, 2, 3 now. 4 birdies on the round. Frank, it's all about the difficult rough off the right-hand side of the green here at the hole they call the slopes.
Yeah, 600-plus yards par 5, so really you don't want to be flirting with that right side.
Beautiful-looking shot right here. Great lie. What a great shot. He has really hit it a long way. Frank, no reason here to think we're going to see anything other than another good shot.
Yeah, in a great flow, and golf like this looks easy.
Frank, you hit it 9 feet all day. You'll have a good round. Now 8 under on the day. Moving inland now, Frank, the par 4 7th hole. Do you even think about carrying those bunkers on the right?
Not really, Rich. You're trying to work that ball off the left side, because if you get caught up on the hills there on the right, then all of a sudden you can start making 5s, 6s, and all sorts of weird and wonderful numbers.
That's in the fairway. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. And it makes the green in regulation. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. And what happened here in 1973?
The old squire, Gene Sarazen himself, made an ace.
He was 71 years old playing his final Open. Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Pretty good shot right there. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
It's a good-looking putt right here. You might like it. Perfect roll right there. Great strike. Ready to go here at the 9th at Royal Troon Golf Club. 423 yards. What are you looking to do with this one, Frank?
Well, it's another one that's a dogleg left. It's called the Monk, actually, because it faces the village of Monktown. One bunker on the left, 285 yards to carry that. But it's not that you're trying to carry it. It's you're trying to cut the ball off that.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Chance to get it close here. How good has the swing tempo been?
Has not lost it since the first hole, Rich. I think that's been the key to the round. Started with that rhythm, even though the winds were out there. The winds haven't abated, and neither has that rhythm.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Front nine is in the rearview mirror here at Royal Troon. Rich Lerner pleased as always to be alongside Frank Novello, who played Royal Troon in the Open Championship twice. This back nine getting underway, and we start with the 10th hole, and Frank, a blind tee shot.
Yeah, from the championship tees, the hole bends to the left. Really, you don't want to hit the ball more than 280, 290 yards. Otherwise, you'll run out of fairway. From there, just a short iron.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Boy, this would be nice. A fourth consecutive birdie. Heating up.
Run out of fingers.
Frank, you come to an Open Championship, and you expect to hear the term gorse. You see it here on the 11th hole. If you do end up in the gorse, what can you possibly do to get out?
Well, anything you can. A lot of the times it's an unplayable lie, but if you remember back 2004, Ernie Els tried to play a ball when it was suspended about 3 feet off the ground and managed to flick it out of the sort of the thorny gorse.
What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par 4 in one. So just a formality here.
That's realistic with an 8K wind. I mean, 8-mile-an-hour wind. Sorry, I'm from Canada.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Knocking down all the shots today, now at 13 under. Back here on the bonny shores of Scotland at Royal Troon Golf Club with just a wee breeze, as they say over here, Frank. On the tee at the 12th.
Yeah, hole that bends to the right, gorse right and left. There's a bit of a mound and rough down the right side. That has to be avoided.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Second shot, good look at the green. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Frank, break down the par 4 13 for us.
Another par 4 that bends to the right. Lots of undulation on this fairway. This is the first of 6 straight holes that head in the direction of the clubhouse.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. This one has a good line. Oh, he's going to love it. Great putt. Heading for home now, Frank, the par 3 14, just under 180 yards. What's the key here?
Well, it's rather narrow at the front there. There's 3 bunkers, but it's the second 2 that you really worry about that narrow the front of the screen up. Plus, the front is slightly raised, so ideally you want it to fly it more towards the middle where it starts to widen up.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. And getting ready for the putt. Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. Now at the 15th at Royal Troon Golf Club, 483-yard par 4. This, Frank, is one of the hardest holes in the course.
It's certainly a stout par 4 at that distance. If you're playing it into a head breeze, then 260 yards is certainly going to be a big tee shot. The 260 yards takes all the bunkers out of play. Does it come down yet? Not only is it straight, it's mega long.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Throwing darts just inside of 5 feet. He is on a roll right now. Frank, here's the only par 5 on the back 9 at Royal Troon.
You'd think at 542 yards it would be reachable, but the burn that cuts across really limits the tee shot to about 280 yards. So it's very much about placing that second shot in a good distance for your third.
In the 1997 Open Championship here at Royal Troon, you played with Tiger Woods in the 3rd round. What did he do at this 16th hole?
He hit a driver for a second shot into a head breeze from about 270 yards. Managed to get it on the green, then knocked it in from about 45 feet for eagle.
You knew he was something special back then, didn't you?
Yeah, he was the only one that even tried that shot. Should be safely on deck.
Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
17th here at Royal Troon. This is a very strong par 3, isn't it, Frank?
Well, if rabbits have teeth, then this is why it's called rabbit. Very, very strong par 3.
No time at all. Kept it aimed at the hole and just swung.
That, folks, is a hole-in-one. Wow. Frank, at the 1989 Open Championship, Greg Norman was in great position in that playoff with Mark Calcavecchi, and I believe it was Wayne Grady. What happened to Norman?
Well, he started off tremendous in the playoff. The playoff was 1, 2, 17, and 18. He birdied the first and the second hole. Missed the 17th green just on the left, took 3 from the edge, which allowed KussHHH and Wayne Grady back in. Then took driver up off 18. It bounced just 1 hop too far and found that bunker on the right side. And of course, the rest was history, and MusK-a-TeeR was crowned the Open champion.
The great white sharks so often so unlucky at major championships. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Count that for a birdie. Frank, a lot to like in this performance today.
Oh, it is. There's so many positives to take out of this round. Not just the possibility to win this week, but going forward. This is great golf that you would hold up against anybody right now.
But I think that will hold up in the top 20, guaranteed. I'm just talking very quiet because everybody's sleeping in my house still. 5:30 in the morning.
Presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Everybody licks their chops when they get the chance to play one of the most famous courses in the world, the Stadium Course at the TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. Frank, where are the scoring opportunities on this Pete Dye layout?
You can always look at the par 5s, 2, 9, 11, and 16. They provide probably the best chances to make birdies, or even in some situations, eagles. The next best thing really is the short par 4s. 12 comes to mind. A little blind tee shot. You don't have to hit driver, just sort of something long ironish, maybe a fairway wood off the tee, and then a wedge shot into a green that, well, will certainly, if you put the ball in the right position, give you an excellent chance for another birdie.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Well, that's how you do it. Hit it close, take the pressure off that putt. That one should be no problem. 11 feet away. Good putt. And now 1 under par. How about this second, a par 5?
Well, if you're brave, you try and flash it down that tree line down the left, but there's a couple of limbs that poke out. Every now and again, they catch an errant tee shot.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Now the second shot on this par 5 second hole. What's the best way to play it?
Well, there's 3 distinct levels. There's sort of the front piece, the low piece on the left, and the high piece on the right. Just be very, very aware of that. The easiest side is that left side of the green.
Big swing right there, and a great result. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. So, Frank, what do you think of the start so far?
Rock solid. Very impressed.
Frank, a nice mix of holes to start. So here we go with the par 3 at the third.
Very narrow at the front of the screen, and that bunker too. You don't actually see it off the tee, the back left bunker, and it sneaks into that left side. So if that flag is on the left, just be careful.
I like the looks of this one. On the green, and a chance for a birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Drops another birdie and moves to 4 under on the day. Frank, how difficult is it to access the hole location if you miss the fairway here at 4?
Well, if you miss it left, I've got to say the lesser of two evils is to be in the bunker on the right. Rich, there's great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman, Necklace over the years, but that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn, plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a good-looking player. When he's dialed in, swinging the way he is right now, just a pleasure to watch. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he...
Fifth hole, good par 4, isn't it, Frank?
If ever a hole was built for Lee Trevino, who used to love to cut it, this would be the hole. It just looks and screams for a shot that's hit left to right. And that's the only way, really, to avoid bunkers left and long, and that one that's all the way down the right side.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up? It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
This is a good-looking shot. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Frank, this would jumpstart the round. A third straight birdie.
Some good playing.
This is impressive now. 6 under par and 2 straight birdies. Frank, you don't want to get too cute with that second shot here at the 6th.
I remember many a time, Rich, when they put the flag right of center. You try and hit it a little bit too close, those palm trees all of a sudden come into play. Hits one of those, that ball can go anywhere.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
You cannot hide the flag stick from that man inside of 5 feet. Locked in on the read and the speed. That is a handful. 5 birdies now for the round. What a day. Frank, what do you think of the 7th?
Interesting par 4 for 2 reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole that also shapes to the right. That makes it look like a dogleg right. But really, you want to play that tee shot just inside those pot bunkers down the right side.
Goodness, he pumped it, he thumped it, he jumped it. What a drive. Setting up for the approach, this player in total command.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The decision-making, club selection's been spot on, but the execution, the swing, is really what I'm admiring right now.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man.
Rich, I'm starting to lose count. This is just birdie after birdie.
It's all-time stuff. I mean, this is territory we just don't visit very often. Here we are at the 8th at Pete Dye's famed stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Frank, this is a hole that I really like.
And players do too, Rich, especially off that back tee where it must be about 80 yards of shoot that you go through before the hole actually starts to open up. And this green, 11 bunkers in total around the whole putting surface.
my goodness, Frank. I think that baby went in. Frank, now at the ninth, this really is one of my favorite par fives in the entire sport.
I really enjoy watching people play it today, Rich. It used to be unreachable, but the longer hitters now, we're starting to see them go for this par five regularly in two. And the reason why they start to hit the drive more down the right now than what they used to. People used to try and go down the left side. The right side, it hugs the water, but you get a better view of the second shot.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole.
Second shot.
Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. And I guess you're allowed that in this game.
You hate to miss the short ones. Ouch. But the great hits just keep coming. Moves to -11 on the day. Setting up to start the back nine here. And if it's anywhere near as good as the front nine, Frank Hill be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
$17 for most professionals, Frank, is a wedge or at most a 9-iron. That's a simple shot. What makes it so difficult?
Well, several things. The fact that the color of the hazard is yellow, which is a water hazard, so if you know your rules, then if that ball lands on the green and pitches in the lake, you have to go to a drop zone. You don't get to just drop it on a piece of land. And so even for the best players in the world, there's intimidation and there's embarrassment at stake.
You know what I love about 17? It is really simple. Wet or dry. And on Sunday afternoon late, win or lose. Wow, that is a monster drive down there. About 315 yards. Second shot. Good look at the green. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Wow, touch of a locksmith out there, making everything.
Yeah, and the result, yet another birdie too. Totally in command.
Let's go to the 11th. Now, it's a par 5 and a fun hole, Frank. You can make anything from 3 to 7 here.
And that's why, as the start of the back nine, especially on a Sunday, this becomes such a pivotal hole to start a run. Big body of sand down the left side that sometimes the longer hitters can get close to with the tee shot, but really it's the second shot. If you can reach this par 5 and 2, it's a very narrow green. The layup, well, it's actually an awkward layup, Rich, because you've got to push that ball to the left side, almost like a zigzag approach.
Good chance at one. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, what's so much fun about TPC Sawgrass is the excitement that it generates for a fan and how many different holes there are. 12 is a good example.
Yeah, 12 looks like it's fresh from Scotland. You can see why Pete Dye spent a lot of time over there. Tee shot looks straight away, but the second shot is blind. The shot you'd get in Scotland with a wedge where you just see the top of the flagstick and you've got to really guesstimate on the yardage that you have. But a good wedge shot and someone that can judge their distance, this is certainly a birdie hole. This is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
And it makes the green in regulation. And he has it for birdie. Hole number 13 here at Sawgrass, tricky 181-yard par 3.
You don't have to hit directly at this flag. When that flag's at the back there, you can use the contours. When it's on the left, once again, you can use the ridge in the middle of the green. Matter of fact, one of the hardest hole locations is when it's in the front right, because that's when you have to be perfect.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Another one inside of 5 feet. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Let the birdie blitz begin.
14th hole, 481-yard par 4, ranking second in difficulty, Frank.
Yeah, this one always gets overlooked, Rich. You've only got to flick the drive a little left, and all of a sudden your round just gets completely wrecked. Ask Vijay Singh. It cost him a Players' Championship. Many a player there has dealt with that left side. You will pay the price.
Good tee shot right in the short grass. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That is classy.
No chance of going in.
Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right. This is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on the screen, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole.
120 yards left, Frank, and a little wind from behind. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now the start of the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18. Par 5, 16. Frank, Tiger made birdie here all 4 days in winning in 2013.
Fred Couples made that fantastic eagle many years ago. Hole bends a little to the player's left. You don't have to hit driver here if you're a long hitter, but you really must move that ball right to left.
Nice drive, right in the fairway, and a good swing on that one. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Just a sensational shot, and he will have that for an eagle.
Amazing. Just like that, pick up 2 on the field.
There it is for eagle. Trying not to plant the seed of doubt, but we must deliver the facts here on this telecast. 44 balls in the water a couple of years ago, 28 last year.
Rich, that's the announcer's curse. What will he do? Should be safely on deck.
Birdie try up next. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. He's made it. Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you've played 17 holes and the job isn't done yet.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank. Super. Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Follow me on YouTube.
Frank, that was an impressive round out there today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. We've seen some great shots out there. This tournament plays out.